Welcome to Super Shoppers, the programme that lifts the lid on big brands and retailers and gives you the tips to beat them.
Helping you to shop savvier, get the best deals and save money. On tonight's show, as the temperatures go down, we wear down, putting high street and designer puffer jackets to the test.
We investigate the shocking cost of disability products.
You look at the prices and you're thinking, oh, is it made out of moon rock or platinum?
What does TM on a product actually mean?
The odds are it's going to increase sales in some way.
Plus, we try out haggling on the high street.
It just shows how easy it actually is.
Yeah. Jacket, that cosy fashion essential. It's not just falling temperatures that help sales rise. Just ask European label Moncler.
And despite jackets costing more than £800, it seems everyone from A-listers to this B-lister can be found in Moncler.
But to find out if it's possible to be fabulous and indeed warm for a fraction of the cost, we're putting this puffer to the test.
Better venue than the Ice Bar in London's Mayfair, where we've invited a hip crowd of muggles and fashion students from the London College of Contemporary Arts to take part in a blind testing of Moncler versus 2 high street puffers.
What I want you to do is take a look at each of these jackets and decide which is the most expensive. Feel free to touch me. Us.
Modelling the Moncler lambs is yours truly. This little baby is the label's cheapest puffer at a cool £400. Meanwhile, Jade is wearing the Ayacucho Women's Atlas from Cotswold, which we picked up for £75. And finally, Kirsty Ann is rocking our cheapest puffer, Uniqlo's ultralight down, selling for just under £60. But having covered up the labels, it's time to see if the capital's fashion set know money when they see it.
Which do you guys think is the most expensive?
Probably that one.
Just the look of it, I don't know if it's the model, but that looks streamlined and the most expensive to me.
The detail with the zippers and stuff, if I was buying for my girlfriend, I'd definitely choose that one.
So far, that's 5 of our fashion sets saying the Ayacucho at £75 looks the most expensive. But hang on, we have a dissenter.
I like the fitting of this one. I like the way it fits on the body. Normally, for me personally, when you find something that is really cheap, it's normally quite shiny.
OK, that's one punter for the Uniqlo, but as I continue to probe the beautiful people of this bar...
You think this one is the most expensive?
Yeah.
It seems 10 out of 13 of them think the Ayacucho is the most expensive, and only 2 are picking the Moncler.
Which is the cheapest jacket?
I think this one. From the jacket carrier bag, like a plastic carrier, like you know them rubbish things.
I'm going to blow your minds. This is the £400 Moncler jacket.
Okay. Wow.
Would you pay £400 for this?
Not at all.
No. I hope you're very hot right now, duvet hot, for £400.
So according to the majority of this fashionable crowd, the Ayacucho is the clear winner in terms of style.
Mind you, at £75, it's still not that cheap, as I found a puffer that's less than 1/10 of the price of the Moncler. Fortunately, it does come in 3 other colours.
Yeah, I mean, it's... the colours, it suits you. It's good, yeah.
Well, fine. Well, it might not be the most, stylish jacket on the market, but at £29.99, this Decathlon jacket is actually the cheapest.
Decathlon? I tell you what, if you can name all the sports in a decathlon, you can have my Moncler.
Easy. 100 metres, 400 metres, 1,500 metres, pole vault, long jump, high jump, discus, shot put.
Just have the jackets on.
Oh dear, now the fashionable have fallen.
Yeah, that's me. I'm more high-end.
Well, not according to some. So I want to know if paying an extra 300 or so quid will keep you any warmer once the temperature drops. Which brings us to the lab of Professor George Havenith, where his climatic chamber and thermal mannequins will tell us just that.
Just like a crash test dummy, it's a shape of a human, but in this case it generates the same amount of heat as a person, and we measure how much of that heat disappears through the clothing to the environment.
So onto the thermal mannequins go the puffers, down goes the temperature, and George's infrared camera will do the rest.
Brighter colours, the yellows, the reds and the whites, show us where the heat is coming through the jacket.
So which will keep you the warmest?
On a first look, you can see they're very close together, so there's not a big difference between them. They're within 5% of each other. You can see the Moncler is slightly better than the other two, but the differences stay less than 5%.
That's right. Whether you've spent 60 quid on the Uniqlo or 400 quid on the Moncler, both will do the same job.
I think the performance in terms of insulation performance is no way related to the price difference. So I would say the £300 are purely for the fashion statement of wearing the brand.
So it seems the Ayacucho at £75 has the edge when it comes to both style and function. Anna Richardson, please take note. Haggling on the high street. Can you really get away with it?
See, as Brits, we're happy to go to the markets of Spain and barter with them, but we wouldn't dream of asking for a discount back home. But here on Super Shoppers, we're going to show you that there is a way of getting money off. All you have to do is ask.
I'm meeting consumer psychologist Demetrius Savrikos for some brass-necked advice on how to negotiate on the high street.
Anything £15 and above, we've actually seen people are willing to reduce at least 10% off that particular price. So I think people should be asking, is there a deal or an offer in place?
We put it to the test in Newcastle, setting recruits Ashley and Nicola the challenge of saving some cash. Not that Ashley's a stranger to the task.
Back in June 2013, I was actually made redundant, and I didn't really want to save money at the time. It was more of a case that I had to, but now I absolutely love saving money. So
get loads of bargains and save loads of pennies.
Yeah.
So what can they save today? First up, some headphones and a bit of online homework.
So how much are they in blue?
Yeah, £39.99.
Right, so that's about £5 cheaper online.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So hopefully we can haggle it down and get them to match the price. Let's see how cheap we can get them.
Yeah.
We have had a look on Amazon and we've found them for £39.99. Do you think you'd be able to price match that, please?
I will have a look at it for you.
Brilliant.
Yes, the till will allow me to do that.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you
Anything
very,
else
very
you
much.
ever need, you know, give it a shout, because when it comes to prices and things,
Yeah.
don't be shy, just always ask. Like.
Brilliant. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
thank
Have a
you.
nice day.
Bye.
We ended up getting £5 off altogether, so that's better in our pocket.
An easy save for the girls.
Yeah,
But if the going gets tough, is there an official strategy?
There are a few tips that we can actually use to be better hagglers. The first one is you have to be pleasant. I think a lot of people make the mistake of being really aggressive, which can be intimidating for sales assistants. The second is know your research, and then you can negotiate on a better level. The third, use silence. People hate silence. So people will come up with something just to break their silence. So they will give you a better offer or something to sort of, to please you.
I'm definitely good at silence.
And the fourth one is put on your poker face. Again, just be very discreet about how much you may wish to purchase an item or a service.
So, poker face at the ready. It's time I check these tips out for myself.
I'm going to go for this Lego Star Wars game. Hiya.
Hello.
I wanted to buy this game, but you've got it here for £37.99.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if you'd be open to maybe giving me a little bit of a discount.
Ah.
Wait, I forgot the banter. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you very much.
Great. Lovely weather, isn't it?
It is when you're stuck inside, yes.
Well, right, okay. Ugh. I love games. So, I love this game so much that I think I want to buy it. Only thing is, it's on for $37.99, and I was wondering if you might be open to considering a discount of some nature.
Well, we already discount all our games in here from start. We try and match Amazon. So if we do that, then we're actually making any money at all.
You're not going to... Right, I see. I'm going to throw in some research.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, now, you mentioned Amazon.
Yes.
I happen to know it's on Amazon for $34.98.
I could haggle, I could go down, but I can't, unfortunately, because I've got a price point.
I'm going to do silence.
But I have got second-hand games, but it's just this one, only second-hand, I can do you for $24.99.
I'm going to try a bit more silence.
And you can get it just now, and once you're finished playing it, you can bring it back and swap it for free.
I tell you what, I want this one, I want it new, because I'm giving it to someone as a present. What can you do with me on this game? Not second-hand, new one.
New one, I can do $34.99 across the board.
Can you do $34.98, same as it is on Amazon?
Yeah, I'll do $34.85 and beat them.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'd like to be beaten by Amazon.
It's good, right?
Fantastic.
Fantastic, thank you, I'll take it.
With cameras in tow, I may have had just a little advantage. But in Newcastle, we stayed out of sight. So did the girls keep up the winning streak?
You okay there?
Yeah, we're just looking at this T-shirt, but we're looking for gifts for Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're on a bit of a budget.
Okay.
Do you think you'd go any lower than £29?
We can give you 10% off.
Yeah, 10 would be great, please.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yes,
brilliant,
fab.
thank you.
Time for a tally of their bargain buys.
So from the pen shop, got the paperweight.
Paperweight, yeah.
And we saved £5 on that one.
Yeah.
We went into the clothes store. We managed to save 10% on that one. Sony headphone, $44.99, reduced to $39.99.
Yep.
3 shops.
Yeah, and discounting every single one of them.
Yeah, it just shows how easy it actually is.
Yeah, it
if
is
you
really
try.
easy, yeah.
Indeed, ladies. £12.90 saved. Genius.
The 2016 Paralympics and the athletes themselves inspired the nation. Challenges are there to be beaten, but there's one challenge no one can hide: the cost of living.
Last year, this report found evidence that on average, disabled people are spending an extra £550 per month on things like extra heating, transport costs and higher insurance premiums. And if you throw in the cost of specialist items, it's no surprise really that 69% of disabled people are struggling with their bills.
When it comes to shopping, we wanted to know more about where these costs lay. So time for a little super shopper snooping into the retailers catering specifically for 13 million Brits with disabilities.
And it didn't take long to discover a number of surprising prices on some of these specialist sites.
Look at this toy marketed at children with special needs. It's called the Ocean Drum. It's sold by specialist retailer Spacecraft for the rather steep price of £48.
But check this out. Almost the same drum, but 1 inch wider, on sale in a mainstream music shop for almost half the price.
And specialist company Complete Care sell this roll-out trackway for wheelchair access at £224, while you can get exactly the same match from a non-specialist supplier for £166, 58 quid less. Look, they even use the same photo. And the price differences didn't stop there. I met Paralympic medalist Adi Adepitan to get his take on the issue.
We found some specialist websites who are selling products that are very similar or identical to other products on non-specialist websites, but they're charging a premium.
It makes me angry, it makes me frustrated. It feels like, you know, they are specifically exploiting disability. You'll get manufacturers for wheelchairs, for all different disability equipment. They'll say, well, we're not making for loads and loads of people. We have to add more. But you look at the prices and you're thinking, oh, is it made out of moon rock or platinum? What's going on?
And for parents with disabled children, it will cost around 3 times the amount to raise their kids that it costs parents of those without disabilities.
Of course, there's a pressure on parents to try and get the right thing.
I think parents have this certain guilt that, you know, look, if I'm not getting my son or my daughter the right thing, then I'm a bad parent.
Yeah.
You know, it must be from this website because it's been checked. It's right. It's going to work for disabled people.
But rather than rely on specialist sites, we reckon parents can buy cheaper and still find suitable products for their kids. So time for Super Shoppers to test some toys.
Romper are specialists in disability and sensory products. Their website states that they sell carefully selected and unique products, like this kid's trampoline for £375. And yet, for a massive £315 cheaper, we found this.
To buy this mini trampoline online from Wayfair would cost you £58.99. It's sturdy, it's safe, and you know what? It's pretty good fun.
And Romper also have this relaxer bubble tube with 4 changing colours for £260, while the Argos version is just $39.99, and it also comes with fish.
We took them to Dr. Andrew Wodehouse, a design and engineering expert at the University of Strathclyde. Are our cheaper finds really suitable?
So as far as you're concerned, what are the differences between them?
The construction of this one is a little bit more robust, so it's very, very stable. However, the trampoline on the right is actually specified to take a higher weight of child. This model uses elastic cords, whereas we have mechanical springs on the other model here.
Oh, yeah.
So the mechanical springs have been protected with this cover, which is good. Elastic cords do provide a slightly softer bounce. However, they are exposed, so there is still the possibility of getting a foot or a hand trapped in there. One of the other main differences is they both have handlebars. This one is, however, adjustable, which is useful if you're trying to set it in a position that's most appropriate for your child.
So if you had a child with a disability, which trampoline would you go for?
I think that both of these trampolines would be perfectly adequate. Obviously, one is 6 times more expensive than the other, so on that basis, I would be more than happy to go with the trampoline on the right.
And what about the bubble lamp?
So, Andrew, talk me through these 2 lamps. What are the differences?
Well, as you can see, they're both very similar in terms of size and configuration. The lamp on the left is the one designed for children with disabilities. Perhaps this is a slightly higher specification of pump and some extra electrical componentry to vary the flow rate, so you can increase or decrease the flow rate of the bubbles.
Oh, check that out. Yeah, you can as well. But that's it. And yet, this is £40, and this lamp, which is marketed towards children with a disability, is £260. So it's 6.5 times more expensive. That price differential, would you pay that?
No.
And this one gets fish.
Romper told us they previously offered a very similar trampoline to that featured. However, following customer feedback concerning safety and reliability, we removed the item from our range. Romper's bubble tube gives superior quality, including a higher specification pump with flow control, a stronger tube, stable base, brighter lights, and quieter operation. To choose 2 imported mass-produced items and compare them with our products is unfair and inappropriate. Supermarkets and high street stores, they're bursting at the seams with products and labels jostling for our attention and enticing us to buy.
Now, one way that products try to separate themselves from their competitors is by establishing themselves as the quality choice, the real deal. Now, sometimes they do this by adding a trademark.
But Super Shoppers has discovered things aren't quite what they seem when it comes to the use of this sign. names with TM seem to indicate an official status to us consumers, a unique ingredient or a special scientific formulation.
But here's the thing, if you do successfully trademark your product, it's not the little TM you'll be displaying. Oh, no, no, no. Registered trademarks are denoted by the little R in a circle. Turns out, anyone can stick a TM on anything without anyone's permission.
Yes, those two little letters don't always mean what you think, and yet you'll find them on many of our favourite products.
So look here, here's Domestos. This is a popular brand. It says original bleach with CTAC, and then there's a trademark. But what's CTAC?
I think you'll find it means cetyl trimethyl ammonium chloride, actually.
Check you.
And as it's an existing chemical compound and not invented by Domestos, it can't be trademarked.
So why do companies add TM to their packaging? I'm meeting Professor Wendy Lomax from Kingston Business School to find out.
So are there any restrictions in terms of how a trademark can be used?
So there's nothing to stop manufacturers just putting trademarks on things, and why wouldn't they? I mean, there's nothing to lose by doing it, and the odds are it's going to increase sales in some way.
So even though legally the TM symbol doesn't mean that much, it seems that it's still quite powerful in terms of how consumers perceive the product.
Yeah, so I mean, in marketing we always talk about perception being more important than reality. So it's what people believe is the case rather than necessarily what actually is the case. So if I believe that that trademark means something, that's what matters.
But are we really influenced by words and phrases like Zinc ER195, Pro Retinol, Ultra White Whitening Toothpaste, Pink Pepper Slim Lipo FB? I'm hoping consumer psychologist Gareth English can fill me in.
People see it as a sign of quality. So often we're really not sure about the value of the items that we're buying. Seeing that something is associated with a trademark increases our perception of how valuable that is.
So I can put it on the end of my name?
That could be pretty cool.
So don't be fooled. As far as Super Shoppers is concerned, TM often stands for totally meaningless.
If you've got a story you'd like us to investigate, you can get in touch at C4 Super Shoppers.